Hey everybody. In this is my first screencast about High Language. High Language is a Lisp written on top of Python. In this video I will teach you the most basic and simple thing that you can do in it, which is using it as a calculator, performing simplest math expressions. Let's start with the idea that a Lisp consists of expressions. The simplest expression is a number, for example, like so. And this expression evaluates to itself. If you want to execute a expression 2, it returns 2. Another simplest type of expressions is a string. For example, if I want to, string is basically a bunch of text enclosed in quotes. If I want to execute a string, it will return a simple string. And this is as simple as it gets. But to make things more interesting, you need to understand that basically Lisp consists of lists. It even stands for list processing. And list is a bunch of expressions enclosed in parentheses. For example, this is a list, like so. This list starts with a function, usually. In this case, plus is a function. As you can guess, it will sum two numbers, and 2 and 3 are just expressions that return 2 and 3. When you try to evaluate lists, you evaluate it from left to right. For example, here, first it will execute first expression, then and by the way, first thing that is a function, and the rest of the elements in the list are the arguments. In this case, first it will execute 2 and return 2, then 3 will return 3, and then results of these expressions will be passed to the function plus. When you execute it, as you can guess, it returns 5. It sums 2 and 3. It may feel a little bit unusual because you usually would put plus between 2 and 3, but this is actually a very convenient and clever way to write things. For example, here you can sum 3 numbers just by using one plus function. It's very convenient. And as you get used to it, it will get more and more cool. Now, the list itself is also an expression that returns something. For example, this list returns 9. And that means that you can have nested expressions. For example, you can use expression within an expression, and this is how you build Lisp programs. In this case, let's look at what this thing does. First, let's look at the arguments. This is the first argument, and this is the second argument. First, it will execute plus 8 and 4, and it will return 12. Then it will execute this argument that will return 4, and then it will pass 12 and 4 to the function divide, and that will return 3. Excellent. Now you know how to write nested things. And one last thing that I want to do in this video is to tell you that obviously if you have a lot of nested expressions, it can become very hard to read. And for that, first of all, you can break them down into several lines. Lisp doesn't mind. For example, you can write the same thing like so. And Lisp programmers are usually reading the programs using not the parentheses because it's hard, but indentation. In this case, you can clearly see that this is the function and these are the arguments we are passing to it. Also, you can obviously use comments. You can add comments at the end of the line, and comments at the end of the line start with semicolon, with one semicolon. Comments that describe the big following block of code start with 3 semicolons, and if you want to comment something within a function, for example the next line, you use 2 semicolons, which is also a pretty cool way, and clever text editor like Emacs will automatically put the right amount of semicolons for you. there you go. This is the very basics of using HighLisp, and I hope that was useful to you. In my next video, I will explain to you how to use variables, and from there we will get into more interesting and advanced concepts, and we will do some cool stuff like writing these programs, and I will teach you a lot of stuff. And Hi is so cool that you can even use it with Django, so you can build websites with it. You can do all kinds of crazy cool stuff that Python can, but that is mixed with the superpower of Lisp, which is extremely cool. I hope that was useful to you, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.